Cody in the morning. WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Welcome in here from the Country Music Living Room. That is the Acuff House Studio, home to WSM Radio, sitting on the historic Grand Ole Operating Plaza. Great to have you along this morning. You're fighting a yawn over there.
I was a little bit, yes.
I can see it. I thought she's holding back. She's holding back.
Trying not to do it. Trying not to do it. Not gonna do it. There it is.
I don't know which one of those is when you got a yawn and you're fighting it, or if you got a sneeze and you try to fight it.
All of it is bad.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I think mine was because my ears need to pop. So I finally got them to pop a little bit. And I was like, oh, I can hear you now. Oh, look at that. Well,
Kelly Sutton's here. Charlie Mattos is here. Annie Nye, our studio director, is on the scene. And Jeff Roberts is in master control. And the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, a busy place this morning with Jamie Johnson of the Grascals in a little bit. And then with new music and a big Ryman headlining show coming up. Priscilla Block is coming to see us in the 9 o'clock hour.
I love her.
Yeah.
I just really love her. She's just one of my favorite people in the world. And Jamie grew up, not too far from where I grew up. Our high schools played each other.
Was it Milan for him?
He was Milan, yeah. I think, did he go, I don't remember if he went to Milan High School or Rising Sun, but either one, they're right next to each other.
Milan's Hoosiers?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't play basketball, but I cheered in the gym that's in the movie. So the old school gym.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was their middle school when I was in middle school, and so when we would play games there, we were cheering on the sidelines, and I didn't realize it. My dad finally pointed it out. He goes, that's where they filmed it. And then I went back and watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there are so many of those old gyms from that time period that just take you back, going to all those high school games as a kid with my dad. But our home gym in Lebanon, Kentucky, which was the old became the junior high when they built a new consolidated high school.
That was
the
way of it, yeah.
But it looks so much like that in the movie.
Isn't it
that's
crazy?
Cool that you actually cheered in
and
it.
I still remember.
Do you have a sign that says Kelly Sutton cheered here?
No.
Oh, you should.
But I still remember they let us go. Oh, gosh, this is so funny. The locker rooms were still the same, exactly the same. And they had this little spare locker room where the cheerleaders could go
Oh, it's like something out of World War II.
It looked like a bomb shelter. It was like just concrete and dirty and whatever. But as we were cheering, at one point they had to stop the game because there was a bat that got loose in the gym. And everyone was screaming and they were all scared they were going to get rabies. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think we returned to normal play, but yeah.
Well, John Henry Elliott climbed up the side of the building one night when the Lebanon Yellow Jackets played the St. Augustine Cardinals. And had spray painted a white chicken red in honor of the enemy.
Wow.
And pushed the thing, had those louvered fold out, push out windows, and pushed the chicken through the window from the outside. And he comes flying down into the court. And people were losing their minds.
Oh, my gosh. Those are the tales of infamy.
Well, but the problem was, I know he didn't want to be seen, but it's like, how did you think people wouldn't see you through the glass pushing the chicken through, John
Throwing
Henry?
the chicken out the window.
but I still remember it. And that story still, there are people, somebody somewhere is going, oh, man, I had totally forgotten about that night.
Those are the best. Those are when nobody gets hurt.
Not for the chicken, but
no. Well,
he survived fine. Yeah. He probably out on the town. Like, hey, beats being in a coop.
That's right. We got all kinds of stuff we're talking about. Thomas Rhett has a baby boy. Dasha has a new song that she recorded live at the Opry that is out right now. Something that should be easy that is just simply exhausting. Ugh, there are so many of those. I was thinking of the list. There's a big one. And I think we should start something new. We're going to start it today, and then we'll check in on Friday. The Adulting Achievement of the Week. Something that we did this week that proved we were an adult. Whether it's doing your taxes or finally making the doctor's appointment, one of the adulting things, we'll do adulting achievement. So try your best to do something adult-like this week.
So the taxes falls into two categories. One of those
yes,
things
it does.
you dread to do.
Sure.
You were saying,
should be easy, but isn't.
Yep.
And adulting achievement of the week. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel really good about myself.
When you actually do get it done.
That's right. Yeah. Which I have not yet.
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee Country and Cody.
Please welcome Jamie Grascal Johnson, as it says on his Facebook page.
Thanks for the distinction.
This truly is your middle name. As John Records Landecker used to say on WLS in Chicago, yes, Records is truly my middle name.
Yeah, my middle name's Edward. Steady Eddie, my brother always calls me.
Oh, is that right?
James Edward, yeah.
So how many kids grew up in Milan, Indiana?
Oh, Milan, I'd say, I think my senior class, the class of 1990, we probably had about 78 to 80.
Yeah. How many siblings did you have?
Oh, 4 of us. I'm the baby of 4.
The baby.
I earned that spot. Yeah.
You were the last one. Did they do the whole, you're so-and-so's brother, you remind me of?
All the time.
Okay.
Joyce's little brother, Lee's little brother, Brad's, yep.
Yeah, my Uncle Kenny was the baby, and he used to say, I was the only one that was planned out of 11.
11. Can't imagine. So I'm trying to think. I know we overlapped some because I graduated 93.
Yeah.
So we definitely overlapped when we would play
You'd
each
been a
other.
freshman, yeah. I was probably one of them tall, dark, handsome fellows there on the ball court.
That's what it was.
You were cheering on. Yeah.
I was.
You know, we talked about that last time I was
Isn't
here.
that funny?
Remember I told you last time I was here that my freshman game at Southwestern, I banked in a 3-pointer.
That's right. You're like,
Wasn't playing at all. I was the first
guy.
guy back on defense.
Good thing you didn't have to call bank like you do
When it went in, man, I couldn't believe it as much as the crowd. It was an amazing moment in my
I
life.
always loved Dan Patrick's great quote because he played a little ball at Dayton, University of Dayton, before he got into broadcasting, and he said, I couldn't score, but I sure could shoot.
That's great.
Isn't that a great
Feels
line?
good.
Reminds me of me, yeah.
Feels good. Well, and our Hoosiers finally won.
They
I
did.
was gonna say my dad is 87 years old, and he said I never thought I'd see the day that Indiana football.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Has this not expired? The
No,
time limit on
we're
talking
gonna
about
beat
this
this
game?
horse
Never, never.
until the
Listen,
day is long.
All that 80s Miami swagger
That's
that you
right.
guys laid
Right,
down.
buddy.
90s too, brother.
It was-
Into the
That's right.
2000s if we didn't
What
get
a flip
robbed.
flop, though. You know, it went from the basketball team being the dominant.
Right.
To,
Yeah.
Right.
Charlie,
And I still wish they would, but they lost again yesterday.
Oh, they did.
You probably shouldn't say robbed in conjunction with those years at the University of Miami. What was it you said every time you'd see a cutaway to a story about the University of Miami?
No, every time somebody's being arrested, they're wearing a Miami Hurricane jersey. I'm like, stop doing this. Wasn't even players. It was just people.
It was just kind of like the Raiders thing
Yeah,
in the NFL, right?
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, before we get to this incredible piece with Dolly Parton coming up, and you played it for us live and debuted it a while back on the show, Broken Angels. Tell me about one of the things that comes up on your socials is recovery songwriting music therapist.
Yeah.
How did you come to that? And how do people come to you?
Well, I came to it honestly. You know, I'm in recovery. March the 23rd will be 11 years of sobriety for me.
Good for you.
Yeah, I still go to I go to meetings pretty much every day. It's just I could have never have seen myself. You know, a lot of people ask how do you do it, but I honestly am having as much fun right now as I did playing Matchbox Cars in Milan, Indiana when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
It's that close to it. It's just such a better life for me. It's not for everybody, and if you can have a drink, heck, have one for me. There was a time I loved it, and it just didn't love me, and depression came along with it, a lot of things. So it all came honestly, and when I was in treatment out in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, ironically, it was the last show I played with the Grascals when I relapsed out there. I don't remember the show. I don't remember any of that. But I remember going back to treatment, and I went right past the hotel we had stayed in about a week before that. This was not planned. It just happened. But I can remember being in there and the folks coming in that were sober come in, and their lives were progressing, and they were doing incredible. And I remember seeing them as me being one of the clients, the patients sitting there, and the hope that they gave me. And I said, I want to do that. And everybody does that when they're in treatment. They're like, I'm going to be a therapist, and I don't claim at all that I'm some certified certificate therapist. My music therapy is songwriting therapy, and music is therapy. So it's how I give back, and it's how I communicate with them to let them know that there is hope. You will have fun again. You will be able to hear your favorite song again, and it not be a trigger. Instead, it'll be something to make you stronger. And so I go in, we write songs together. I take 3 categories. The first category is your past. What does your past remind you of? And give me one word. And a lot of them are hopeless, sad, intoxicated, lonely. And then the middle section is what can we do to help ourselves get out of that spot? And that's pray. That's forgive. That's, ask for help, things like that. And then the final section is where is it you want to be when you picture it? It's not going to happen tomorrow, so patience is a big thing. But as we walk, as we crawl, as we walk, as we get to that thing, where is it you want to be again? And it's loved, it's forgiven, it's helping others. And if you truly work the process properly, everybody will do what I'm doing. My eyes are 53, and I've got my font on my phone as big as it'll go. But I've never seen better in my life.
Wow.
Because when Cole tells me he loves me, and
How old is he now?
17, man, he's a big old kid and full of love. He's got a heart a lot like mine, and I'm paying attention to things a whole lot better than I ever did before, and that's because of the lonely road I went down for a while and was man enough to ask for help and get me to where I'm at now. It's just a good place to be.
You said you go every day.
Yeah.
Well, take us through what's it like in there in an AA meeting?
Well, the first thing is it's anonymous, so I'm not allowed talking about all that.
Okay.
It's a 12-step program that we do, and really it's just, it always takes place in a church, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us are scared to walk in the front door, so they let us come in the back door where it feel a little safer, and I just think it makes really good people a whole lot better.
Do you have to interact, or is that up to you?
No, you can sit there and just soak it in. It's just people like you and me, preachers, lawyers, high school teachers, moms, dads, cousins, we're all in there just trying to make each other
knows
better.
no boundaries.
No different than them old farts you see at Hardee's telling lies to each other. Who got the biggest fish? We're telling the stories. You think that was bad, you already hear my story. And unfortunately, ours are true.
Well, you phrased something so interestingly, because I remember hearing an interview with Rob Lowe, who's been sober now 35 years, I think, talking to Keith Urban about this very topic. And he said almost exactly the same thing you did. He goes, listen, if you can have a drink, go have 2. I wish I could, but I know I can't.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was just, you phrased it almost the exact same
we
way.
were in a meeting not long ago, and we were talking about how that does the desire go away. And, for me it did, because it hurt so bad. I mean, I was in a hospital in 2014. I was in the hospital 14 times. Mm-hmm. People thought, you? Yeah. I boarded my doors up at my house so nobody could get in. That's not me.
Yeah.
But however it was at the time. But talking about things that happened, I just want to say, Susie Q and I were at our anniversary dinner a few years ago, and I don't even know if she knows this, but I told it in the meeting. It was at the top of that rooftop at the restaurant downtown, the hotel.
JW Marriott?
Yes.
Oh, Bourbon Steak.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
nice
it's expensive. And
that is the most expensive meal I've ever paid for.
Yeah.
And I wish someone else would have paid for it.
Well, they rolled this card out. We were talking about things that happened. They rolled this card out, and it had all these different whiskeys and drinks and cups. Mm-hmm. And I smiled as if a newborn child had walked in. That guy was taking his shots of it. I was going, oh. They said, do you ever think about it? I said, I don't know, but I did then. The presentation was amazing.
Yeah. Pretty.
But no, I'm not thirsty anymore, especially today. That's the key about this thing, one day at a time. If I had one line to give anybody that's wanting to do this thing, is remember that it's one day at a time. The healthiest man on this planet is not guaranteed tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So just focus on the day. You got bills, you got things you got to plan on. I get that. But I'm talking about your serenity and your sobriety. It's today. This is the day we got to not get through, enjoy it, man. Slow down and soak this thing in. I got an opportunity to be a whole lot better person. When I'm dead and gone, my family's going to remember me for being a really good dad and a really good friend. I'm not worried about the other stuff anymore. That's just all, stuff we get to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. Jamie Johnson is here this morning, and we're going to feature, and you give us the backstory on what we will see on video and hear with you and Dolly Parton, who joined you on Broken Halos, which is themed right out of what we've been talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got a lot of family members who have passed from this. And
How'd you make contact?
I emailed her.
Did you?
Yeah. I emailed her. My good buddy, her band leader, has been for years, Kent Wells.
Yeah.
We all of our albums, the Grascals cut at his studio early on, and we were all in the band with her together. So I emailed him, told him I had this thing going, and he said, man, I'll just email her and tell her, and if it works, great. So I did, and told her who it was about, my best friend, and people like me, and I gave her part of what I had, and she called me that next day. I've still got it on my phone, where she said, Jamie Johnson, who says I don't call people back? And she was in. And I was at her house like a week later, and we spent all day together. And I got to walk over to her little apartment and look out the window and see people walk by. She's like, they don't even know I'm here.
Oh.
And I got to go in her little pray room and pray with her. And my gosh, she's just the most amazing person on the planet. I've known her for 20 plus years now.
Oh, wow.
And I got to be Elvis on the original tour when the Grascals were out there. So I've still got the suit hanging in my house, and flew me out to L.A. My wife and I stayed in their Malibu Beach home, and they suited me, custom suit to be Elvis. The guys all call me Elvis because my native look, the band members. But
They call me Chelvis.
yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we've been dear friends for years, and when you see the video, the beginning is just her and I talking. I'm in this shirt right here, which is Hope and Harmony. It's a thing I've got going right now.
I see you wear your sober shirt.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. It's all based off of this, and what we're doing is if somebody goes and buys a shirt, then we got to pay for our cost and all that stuff. But past that, all the proceeds are going to sober living. So guys that are putting their effort in, you go to treatment and you're in a good safe place for 30 days to 60, and a lot of us can really shine in there. It's when your feet hit the pavement where it gets a little tough, and so they have sober living homes, and they're not free. So we're trying to help just give a scholarship to guys that are trying to go that don't have insurance, because if you don't have insurance, it's amazing how doors shut pretty quick.
Oh.
So this is just, I don't know what it's going to do, but if it helps one person, I'm good with that. So we'll see what happens, And we wrote the song. Turned out amazing. She had like 18 verses written when I got there.
Of course.
I thought, man, I got to really think of something to come up with. And all I had to do is decide on what we wanted to put down. And we did. And
So you had a working title first?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I had Broken Angels Learn to Fly Again. I had the concept going, and I just thought the idea was bigger than what I might be able to produce by myself. And I thought, who could I get? I thought of other names first, but when she came up, I thought, why not? All she can say is no. I'm a salesman, and I'm okay with no. I've been told no a million times, and she did not say no. And then we got to do, and then right when I came on here the last time, we played the single, and it's when she went through some of they told her, her doctor said to slow down, take some time, you need to rest, more than your husband a little bit, she was going 90 miles an hour, and I love her so much. She said, pause for a minute. I'm just taking a short break. I'm fine, and she was completely fine. No worries at all. Just was taking a short break and to regroup, and did so. Called me as soon as she was done. Said, "All right, let's do this video. Get the boys and let's go." So we had two original Grascals in there. Terry Eldridge and Jimmy Mattingly came in, and we shot that video, and it was just the coolest moment ever that they can never take away from us.
Well, let's watch and share all over the world on WSM Radio, CircleCountry.com, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Here it is, Broken Angels, with our friend and guest this morning at the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, Jamie Johnson and Dolly Parton.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Jamie Johnson, kind enough to share Dolly Parton with us this morning, and new work they've done together, the video and the single Broken Angels. And I can only imagine the response you're getting from that community that you describe so beautifully in this song.
It's been an amazing ride so far. The response has been incredible. Lots of downloads and streams and watching of the video. And thank you all for playing it. I really do appreciate it. Especially the live shows. We haven't really got cranked up. The Grascals haven't for the year. I think we're playing Asheville, North Carolina this weekend, and that's next weekend. I go to Indiana. But this weekend we're playing at a theater, and once we get out there, everywhere we go, folks are coming up and asking about it, and really excited about it. So get to play it and sing it live. Kristen, sings Dolly's part out on the road. And,
update us on the band,
Yeah.
The makeup of the band these days. Who's in it?
Danny Roberts and myself, 2 original members. We're still there, cranking them out. John Bryan, who took my place 11 years ago, is there, and he sings higher than any girl that I know of. And he's singing the new single, "Bend in the River." That's John singing that, and I actually have to sing tenor to him on the cut. So only once in a while. That's the old days. That's his job, but it's fun. I love the song. Jamie Harper on fiddle. He's an incredible talent. He's a third voice. He took Terry Smith's place singing. Terry Smith retired.
Just laying on the couch?
He's grandpa, man. He's at the house. He's probably Yeah, he's that guy now that don't die, because he'll be the first one. It's always R.I.P. from Smitty. So it's like he's got the dial. They let him know first, and if you want to know who's up and who's down, go to Smitty's page.
It's like Eddie Stubbs used to call Mike Snyder. Mike Snyder used to call Eddie Stubbs at the Opry the Grim Reader.
Yes.
It's a true story.
Terry Smith and Terry Eldridge would give him so much. When they were with the Osborne brothers, they would sit there and go, "Hey," and make him look, and then they'd look the other way. What children we are.
Ran up and down the road together when he was with the Johnson Mountain Boys.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
He was a great talent, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Miss Eddie, MIA, man. He's like gone. And good for him.
Witness protection program
Yes,
is
he
what we
is.
call it.
Never find a Eddie.
Larry Stevenson says at every bluegrass event he attends, the introduction is, "Fine. No, I haven't seen him."
That's right. Who else we got? Kristen's been there. This is 18 years, and she won again. Now she is the most awarded banjo player in history at the IBMA and Spigma Awards. She's won more than everybody. She's in the Banjo Hall of Fame now. Won the Steve Martin Award. So we hope she never decides to leave us. So she's our coattail we hang on to. So that's awesome. And then we got a new guy who took Smitty's place on the bass that played with J.D. Crowe in the New South, and Kenny and Amanda Smith. His name is Kyle Perkins out of Kentucky. So it's a great lineup of we have so much fun on stage again, and it's just been got a new sponsorship. Hopeless Holler Trading Company. There's nothing hopeless about it at all. They're the ones who helped me come up with Hope and Harmony. So if you go to hopelesshollertradingcompany.com, we've got Michael Cleveland on there with us.
Oh, my.
Yeah, a lot of great Newfound Road, a lot of great bluegrass acts, Carolina Owens. The list goes on. Poe Ramblin' Boys, all of us together. What they do, Hopeless Holler, they're a marketing company. They do T-shirts, they do ball caps, they do all of our stuff we put on the table to sell, and they're just great folks out of Indiana.
Yay!
And what great partners they are to help us get up and down the road. And so if anybody needs any swag, WSM, give us a holler and we'll set you up.
So talk to us a little bit about what it looks like for you guys now on the road. Where are you going? Are there certain dates that you've already been to before, but when you go back, man, it feels like you're stepping into home? It's familiar territory when you step on a stage.
Well, here, we've played the Grand Ole Opry, I think 246 times.
Really?
Yeah, not that I'm keeping count. I think I've got every program.
Yeah.
And I know I've got every program. Not all of those that I was gone for 8 years, so I missed some of them. But the ones that I was here on, I've got them. That always feels like home, of course, and we love coming back to play the Opry. But, the bluegrass festivals out there, getting where the people are at. You go to a big country music festival, you got that great big fence. There's nobody getting back there unless you got the exact right credential around your neck. And the bluegrass festival, they cook fried chicken for us. We're asking to come see them. Where's your campsite? What time are we eating? And it's just more like family. And you know what? It's that Garth Brooks mentality. He goes and still He goes in every store. He'll go into the hardware store and shop. And I've never, I usually, if I ever see him in there, last time I ran into him was in Publix, and I had to end up saying, hey, man, I got to get going. That's how awesome. That's how awesome that guy is.
Yeah.
And I actually live right next door to his drummer now, with Mikey.
Oh, that's
We're next door neighbors.
How
So
about that?
yeah, and people like that. It's just all how you do it. But bluegrass family, you can't beat them.
You talked about being away from the band and the sobriety that came with those years you were away. What was the first gig back, and what do you remember about that night?
It was a Grand Ole Opry, man.
Was it?
Was it?
Yes, it was. They knew I wanted to play there, and I'd let them know because I was still helping them out all I could with sponsorships and doing everything because I felt like that was the least I could do. They let me walk away and get help. And so I worked with them all the time. And they, several times, Danny, or they would mention, hey, you want to come back? We'd love to have you back. And I was like, man, I'm just not. I loved home. I'm really good at sitting at the house. I found that out.
Did you have an occupation while you were away?
Yeah, I've always sold steel. From the day I moved here, I got a college education I'm grateful for. I sold steel. I sell for Jeffrey Metals now. I've got customers that order all around Nashville here. People that need steel. They call. I'm the singing salesman, man.
Charlie, you need any steel?
I'm going to Morrison Industries. I'm going to Morrison from here, and I will be wearing this and taking my customer to lunch. I kid you not, and I've done really well doing that. It's helped me afford my bluegrass habit.
Now, the older I get, the worse my memory is. But that first night back, did you not sing Demons on the Opry stage?
Well, it was actually called Road to Surrender.
Okay,
It was the same, just like Demons.
Okay.
It was Road to Surrender, and it was a recovery song. And yes, they.
Well, they're both powerful.
Yeah. Danny said, "Well, we got one," and he knew what he was doing. He's not a dummy. He said, "You want to play the Opry with us?" And I was like, "Oh man, that's the one I've been waiting for. Yeah, I would love to come." And so went into it just thinking I was filling in, and Susie Q and Cole came with me. And I think they could see the excitement, man. I cried. I was so excited and pumped and sang the song and walked off the stage. And that's where Cole said, he said, hey, Dad, I think you need to go finish what you started. Mm-hmm. And if they're willing to take you back, you should really do it. It seems like you come alive.
It sounds like he's wise beyond his years.
I think he is. Thank goodness Cole and Susie Q said, yeah, we could use some time away from you too. No, they let me get off that couch, and man, I went running back. And we're not as busy as we once were, but I think whoever's coming to that show is happy they came to that show because we're really having fun.
Well, as a matter of fact, Boone, North Carolina, March the 7th. Later in March, Bristol, Virginia, Waltersville, Kentucky, at the Meadow Green Appalachian Music Park. That's just like a big festival with some good groceries. Big Lick Bluegrass in Oakboro, North Carolina, Lincolnton, Georgia, all those in March and April for the Grascals. And it's just simply grascals.com/tour if you want to know more. So is this Bend in the River? You mentioned you're doing the harmony here rather than the lead. Mm-hmm. Original song or did just
Billy Droz, great songwriter from Nashville here. And I apologize, there's another writer on it, and I never want to forget that, but I just did. But Billy and another fellow wrote this song, and it was one of the last ones we got. We were already done with the album, and we recorded it at Ben Isaac's from the Isaac family. We cut it his for Billy Blue Records, but at Ben's studio. So he pretty much helped us produce it, even though he doesn't get credentials. Ben's a perfectionist. So, yeah, JB sings it, and I really had the dust off for this one and sing really, really high.
It's like singing harmony with Vince Gill or something.
Yeah, that's not easy to do. Yes. I wrote one with him on the new album.
Oh, did you?
Vince and I got a song about our mamas on there. Yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that was really cool. What an experience.
His mom, Jareen, just turned 100.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's
mine turned 80. He said, well, she's a baby. And his mom still lives at home. Still does everything on her own.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I hope I get some of them genes.
Billy Droz and Michael Wright.
Good work.
There you go.
Thank you.
I got you.
I knew it wasn't for
Bend
you.
in the River is what we're talking about from the Grascals. Jamie?
This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
What a sweet time with Jamie Grascal Johnson this morning and Broken Angels with Dolly Parton, and we close with the new single, this thing called Bend in the River. Mm-hmm. And Kelly Sutton's got the top stories in entertainment and some thought-provoking questions this morning.
I like that.
I
Thought-provoking. That's me. That's what I do. Yeah.
I saw where you said what is a song you must not play at a wedding. You had that list
Yeah.
going earlier.
Well, we were trying to do mostly country songs, but then some other ones started seeping in. And there really is a massive list. We're here to help. If you're planning a wedding, do not put these on the playlist.
You know what popped up this time?
What?
50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Okay.
Paul Simon.
Here are a few others that we found. This is great. Whiskey Lullaby. No.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to play that.
Yeah.
Truly, and this is one that I think people probably would, but if you listen to the lyrics, just a big no-no is I Will Always Love You, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, because it's a breakup song.
It's a
about saying
breakup
goodbye.
song.
Yeah.
It's a breakup song, people. So listen to that. Legend of the Woolly Swamp made the list.
Wow.
Don't be playing that.
All right.
He stopped loving her today.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive.
That's
is on
great.
the list.
That's
and
great.
I told you I was at a wedding once where they had both been married before, and they played Right Left Hand This Time by George Jones
Oh my
at the
gosh.
wedding. In the church house.
See, well, and you do have to wonder, do people really listen? I don't think they do. I think they're like, I just like this song. I'm going to play this song. Break Up in the End from Cole Swindell. Also not advised.
I think the title would have given that one up.
Yeah. Drunk on a Plane by Dirk Bentley.
Well,
That's all about, she stood him up, so he went on his honeymoon by himself.
it may not be your wedding song, but later, once the open bar has kicked in at the Catholic wedding, I think it's fine.
That might be a fun one.
Yeah. And then She Hates Me.
She
Could be
hates
do a nice
me.
Dirk's medley there.
Dirk's
you know?
mashup.
Yeah.
Boy, you talking about
Open with
random.
Drunk on a Plane, in the night with She Hates
Yeah.
Me. Everybody go home.
Talk about random, the Baja Men, and Who Let the Dogs Out.
Yeah, that's
Should
not good.
never be played.
I agree. I agree.
Boy, that
We've
was
got
a-
more. This is just one of those, everybody can chime in on it. So you can do so. Find us over on socials and add yours to the list.
I was going to tell you, Charlie, I don't know if you're aware as a vinyl collector, but the new Lost Highway albums with the Oh Brother 25th anniversary celebration come in 3 colors. They come in black, Sunny Side Gold
Nice.
from the song,
Yeah.
Right.
and Dapper Dan Red.
Ah, and which one did you bring me from your evening at the Grand Ole Opry with the old brother people?
The promotional copy I last saw in the hands of Mike Terry.
Well, that's the problem
So
right
you
there.
might wanna check,
Yes. Perhaps
we-
it's still at the podium.
You're here in about an hour. You're a midday host. Mike Terry could answer that for you.
Go check it out. See if he's got it over there. Hit it underneath. That's where it was.
All right.
Okay, what's something that should be easy but is just weirdly exhausting? You mentioned filling out the doctor's papers in the doctor's office, even though you've already checked in online and they've got everything that's electronic. I think that's just filler. I really do. I think they're just having you do that because you're going to have to wait anyway. Makes you feel like you got something to do.
Yeah.
Mine would be trying to log into one of your devices on your television. Like if you've logged out of Hulu or Netflix or anything like that,
Yeah.
to scan the little QR code and then to try to do it on your phone, or if you have to put the password in on the TV
was
with the
scared.
little remote.
Yeah. It's hard to do that.
Terrible.
I defaulted to passwords.
Passwords
It's like,
are
oh my word. And I've never trusted that thing where it'll give you a password. where you
No.
can click it.
Oh, I use it all the time. The strong
you?
password from
Yeah,
Apple?
yeah.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Well, how do you remember it?
It's the iPhone just saves it automatically.
But
There's
what
a
if
whole
it
password
forgets?
app. It's not going to forget.
But what see, I would forget. And what
then
if
just
it forgets?
then just reset it.
That's what it wants you to think.
So when
is this
Kelly's
That's
going to
what
put
it wants
her
you to
phone
think.
up against yours and steal your password.
Suck all the passwords out.
And get into your checking account, and that will be the end of you.
That's what they tried to do to me last week. I'm just saying. All right. And congratulations to Dasha. She released a version of Oh Anna that she did for us on the Opry stage. So it's kind of a stripped down version of it. She put it out on her birthday. So, happy birthday to her. And thank you for putting it out for us.
Yep, and we'll hopefully see that tomorrow morning on Circle.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
We'll play the Opry live. Yep.
Well, look at that.
And
Okay.
just so you know, Charlie, the Hokey Pokey is not a good wedding song.
Really?
That's what they say, yeah.
All right.
The chicken dance. And then, much to the chagrin, how old is Jackson now? 11?
No, he'll be 13. We had a teenager in 6 weeks.
Old Town Road.
Oh,
Man, really?
Little Mass X and Billy Ray. Priscilla Block, Stay with us. She's here at the 9 o'clock hour. Got a brand new album, and she's headlining, I say, the Ryman Auditorium. Going to visit with
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee Country and Cody.
And we have Priscilla Block here, a new album, Things You Didn't See, the tour. And that tour is taking her to the Ryman Auditorium, people, as a headliner. Interestingly, today is the 2nd. Tomorrow is the 3rd. And Priscilla Block, 4 is the magic number for you to headline.
Wow.
Headline,
Look
I
at what
said.
you just did there.
The Ryman Auditorium.
That's so cool.
I am so excited. It's crazy.
And we were just reminiscing. The first time you ever saw anybody at the Ryman was Chris Young. And
Yes.
I asked you off the air, I said, did you sit out there and go, one day,
Oh, yeah.
one day?
Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment since I moved to Nashville. I was 17 years old when I came out here with $50 to my name. And I would play in the bars all around the Ryman and just hope one day I'd end up over there. I mean, I even think about the Opry. Like, I used to play in the Opryland Hotel for 6 hours just playing cover songs. And I actually lost that gig because I was too loud.
Are you serious?
And then I made my way into the Opry, and I told that story the first time that I made my debut. I was like, y'all, I used to play in the hotel lobby, and I kept cranking it up, and Pam would come over and be like, Priscilla, you got to turn this down. And I'm like, I'm not background music tonight.
I'm not background.
I am a headliner.
I am not background music, but yes, I have definitely dreamed of headlining it. So this is a big moment for me.
I came across this article in Woman's World magazine. I don't know if you remember this or not, but it starts out 2020, you found yourself living in a shack. And the quote was, "It was my rock bottom, but it was also like my skyrocket. I had just gotten evicted because I was 4 months behind on my rent. My life was falling apart. So I called one of the really good friends and was just like, I need something. That was the day I wrote the song, Just About Over You, and it completely changed my life."
Yeah, that's exactly the story. You know what? Sometimes when people say, I heard this story, and then they start telling the story, I'm like, where'd you hear the story from? But that is correct. Yeah, 2020 was my year that my life fell apart and somehow just fully changed.
And you were, what, 17?
I wasn't 17 then. I moved to Nashville when I was 17, but this was, I'm not exactly sure. I think I was like 23. 22 maybe. And yeah, I had just gotten evicted out of my apartment. I thought music might be over. I didn't really know exactly what was next for me. I found some roommates on Facebook in this little shack in Nashville that didn't even have air conditioning. I had like a little window unit in my room. And that was the day that I just was praying that something would keep me here. And I had no clue that I would write the song that absolutely changed my life. And it's crazy because you hear those stories about success, success stories of people that really, it happens right after the moment they think it's over.
And I think about Gretchen Wilson. She was ready to go. She had made up her mind to go back to Pocahontas, Illinois. And John Rich said, "No, you're not. Hang in there." And then Redneck Woman came, like within days.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's definitely been a journey. So I'm freaking out that the Ryman is happening because, I've believed in myself and I knew that I was meant to do this since I was a little girl. But there's the moments that you're like, is it going to happen? And I'm like, oh, it's happening. Okay, it's happening. And we're going to just soak it all in.
Well, I know this story's true because you've told it on the air, but it's been a while since I've heard it. And as the Swiftie over 50 in the crowd, your chance encounter with Taylor was also pretty cool as well, right?
It was. I feel like God has been like, there has been multiple times in Nashville that he's like, girl, just stay the path. And yeah, the Taylor Swift story, I was a year into Nashville. At that point, I think the first weekend I moved to Nashville, my house got broken into. It was just like bad from the start. And I was about a year into town and I was working at a yogurt shop from 9 to 5. And then I would go to Nashville State from 6 to 9. And I'd called my sister that morning and I was like, I think I might need to pack up and go back home to North Carolina and just restart this thing. I came out here to write songs. I'm not writing songs. I'm not doing music. And she was like, Priscilla, you come back home, like, that doesn't mean you failed. Like, we can just figure it out. And that day I was leaving work and I happened to be wearing a Taylor Swift t-shirt, and Taylor Swift was driving by and saw me. And she pulled her car over. She jumped into her passenger seat and she was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for wearing my t-shirt. And I was like, what is happening to me? And it was crazy because the first songs that I ever learned on guitar were Taylor Swift, and she was such a big inspiration. She still is such a big inspiration to me. So that was that moment that I was like, this doesn't happen to everyone. I need to quit my job. I need to quit school, and I need to go figure out how to do music. And that was the day that changed everything for me.
Where did you first start gigging?
Anywhere that anyone would let me play in. I used to play at like Cafe Coco. I mean, any like songwriter rounds that I could jump up and do. A lot on Demumbrian. One of like the best gigs that I had was outside of Bridgestone Arena.
I was going to say, did you busk at all?
A little bit. Yes, actually I did. Yes, me and Kara used to sing in the Gulch, like on the street corners. But anyway, no, God, I just lost my train of thought. Bridgestone Arena. I used to play at the Jack Daniels bar outside of Bridgestone.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and I got that gig, and it was one of my first band gigs in town, like stripped down kind of band piece, 3-piece acoustic thing. And they would have really good turnouts because those speakers are all down the street of Demumbrian. So people walking out of the Country Music Hall of Fame, they would hear me playing, and I would say my name a million times. I'd be like, my name's Priscilla Block. I'm at the Jack Daniels bar. Y'all come over and see me. And this place would pack out. And so they had to just end up hiring way more bartenders anytime that I played. And so they're like, all right, this girl brings in people. So I got the gigs every night before the country concerts that would happen at Bridgestone. So when people were in line at Bridgestone, I'm like, I'm the girl that you're hearing right now at the Jack Daniels bar. Y'all come see me.
Do you remember who played at Bridgestone one night that you were like, I can't believe I'm out here and they're right there. I just want to go in and see them. I just want to talk to them. I mean, was it like
Luke Bryan? Luke Bryan. And it's so funny because, I mean, I've been faking it till I make it literally since I was born. And my bio on my website was like, she's been the, because, you know, I was my own booking agent. I was like, she's been the pre-opening act for Luke Bryan, Little Big. Yeah. Like, I'm like, it's technically at Bridgestone, so it technically works, you know?
So true.
You were your own hype man.
I was my own. Hey, I still am. I still am. But, you know, I'll never forget the night that Luke Bryan was playing in Bridgestone. Of course, I didn't go. And then I just got to do his festival out in Mexico and meet him. And I'm like, I've literally been such a fan for so long.
That was your first time meeting Luke? Was it Crash My Playa?
I've met him before, but I feel like this was the first time that we got to like hang out, you know? Okay. So yeah, he's awesome.
On your Instagram, there's a picture, and I wanted you to comment on this, and you say, and tell me who is in the picture, because you mentioned the band, the 3-piece.
Yes.
So you're obviously the front person. These pics are from 2017, 2018, playing gigs around Nashville. Now we're playing the Ryman, Wednesday, March 4th. And the last response you got, with big old tears, was Mae Estes.
Mm-hmm. I love her. She's been out on the road with us. She was actually out this past weekend, and she's amazing. I love her voice. I love her songwriting. I think country music needs her, and she's she is so special. But yeah, it was awesome having her out on this tour with us. But yeah, I mean, that picture.
Who were these bandmates?
So the picture that you saw on Instagram, that's my whole band that's been with me since the start. And Sarah Jones, she's my guitar player, and she wrote Just About Over You with me. She's in that photo, and she's got a guitar, and she's younger, and it's my whole crew that has, you know, been in this since 2016 with me. And we were all just kind of, we would sit in my living room and we'd work on Pinterest boards to try and figure out my branding and this. And then we started our own booking company called 1417 Booking. And I was Melanie Johnston reaching out on behalf of my artist, Priscilla Block. And we would go to shows and my band would be there playing. And like the owner of the bar would start calling me, and then I'd step out and I'd be like, hello. Like, just we've been in this for so long together, and we've really been hustling in Nashville to just try and be in it. And so the Ryman it's not only a massive moment for me, it's a massive moment for my entire band and crew.
So cool. I'm just looking to see if I ever got an email.
I was
going to
see if Melanie ever booked Priscilla Block for
I'm
Coffee
telling
Country
you,
and Cody.
yeah, Melanie Johnston, she was a worker. I'm telling you, she was the ultimate. I know I'm the hype girl, but I'm telling you right now, Melanie worked.
Melanie did the work. I love
She
it.
did.
This is your post-music career
You
one
know,
of these days.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if the booking world is really where I want to land. But you know what? If I ever had to book some shows, I feel like I would be pretty dang good at it.
That is Priscilla Block, no doubt. As you watch and listen all over the world on WSM Radio. Or take a break, come back. She's going to play live for us, too, as she gets ready again for the 4th later this week. A couple of nights away, headlining the Ryman Auditorium.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
New album, Things You Didn't See, headlining the Ryman Auditorium. First time ever, Priscilla Block and friends. And I wanted to mention that Graylin James, very talented songwriter in this town, as well as an artist who's written successfully for, Jordan Davis and Kenny Chesney,
Morgan
Blake
Wallen.
Shelton, Chris Young,
Yeah.
whom we referenced earlier. He will be on that bill. with you.
Yes, he will be there. Also, Highway Home. I don't know if y'all know them. They're a new trio. They're really awesome. They're gonna kick off the show.
Oh, good.
So it's gonna be a fun night for sure.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about like the entire tour that you've been on.
Yes.
This is like you're bringing all of your fans and friends together. It's culminating with a big exclamation point. There's got to be some of the bittersweet. Like it's all the planning and everything that goes into it. And then when it's over, it's kind of like, oh, what are we doing now? So what are we working on past that? Because I know you're already 3 steps ahead.
Yes. Well, we've been on this tour since October. So it's been a minute since we've been on the road. So like definitely I'm like I might need just 3 days to exhale and then I'll
Okay.
be back at it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it started in San Luis Obispo, California.
Yes.
Beautiful place.
Like 3 months ago.
Yes. So anyway, I mean, I think I'm going to start writing again and just get in the creative headspace and start working on my next record. I know I just put out one, but you got to get on the next one.
Is it hard for you to write on the road when you're touring?
I actually love writing on the road.
Oh, do you?
It depends on like how. If we're out opening for somebody, like we were out with Cole Swindell on his past tour, and I had some writers out, which was so fun because you have most of the day to write and feel creative. Headlining is a little bit different because, all day you're setting up, doing kind of all the things. But yeah, I love writing on the road. It's fun to bring out writers and feel creative.
And how do you write? Do you write on a laptop? Do you write with a pen and paper? Do you write with or voice record?
I kind of do a little bit of everything. There's a lot of memos in my phone. If somebody found my phone and my memos and my notes section, I think I would be terrified because I'll wake up in the middle of the night, I'll write down something random, and then I'll read it the next day. I'm like, am I okay? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Or I'll think something sounds good and I'll start singing into my phone. I'm like, that was trash. Girl, go back to bed. But
How much iCloud storage do you have to have?
Dude, no. It keeps telling me that I'm out of iCloud storage, and I always press cancel. I'm like, surely I need to fix it.
It's fine. It'll be fine. No big deal.
I do it kind of anyway. I'll pick up my guitar. Sometimes somebody has a laptop. Sometimes I just have a hook. It kind of just depends.
You talked earlier about how hard 2020 was. Well, May 1st of 2021 was pretty good because that was the day you made your Grand Ole Opry debut.
Yes, it was.
So take me back to that night.
Oh my gosh.
They had you running like a marathoner that day. I remember that.
It
being
was
there that
wild.
night and watching you backstage. You were getting after it, girl.
Oh yeah. I mean, it still is like one of the coolest things I've ever done. I mean, I don't know if as a country artist, you dream of one day hopefully getting asked to play the Opry. And it never gets old. Anytime I get asked to go back, I feel emotional. I definitely cried during my debut. My mom was there, and I'll never forget. So I could cry thinking about it. But she was doing an interview, and she was like, this is the moment, she's like, out of all the years in my life, this is the moment that I realized dreams come true. And I was like, Mom, and like, but it was crazy because she knew that was always my dream. But then I'm like, Mom, what are your dreams? Okay, I'll help you with your dreams, you know?
Right, yeah.
But she was just, my family was there. It was just unbelievable. And I still like, you know, I always thought that maybe it would happen, but when it does, you're like, no way. Is this a dream?
Mm-hmm. Who was an Opry member or star who greeted you first that night? Do you recall? Came to your dressing room?
Oh my gosh, that night was such a wild whirlwind. I remember Lauren Elena had sent me a message because this was during like kind of
You
COVID
were still in
times.
COVID times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she had sent me a message and was like, you're going to be making your Opry debut. And that was so cool. Just because I think she's awesome. I feel like we're very similar in a lot of ways.
Jeannie Seeley didn't bring you wine?
Oh,
I didn't get wine. I don't think I got wine. I think at that point there was no drinks backstage.
Yeah, it was
or
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
It was a
Technically,
little bit of a
yeah.
crazy time,
Yeah.
but it was a night that I will never forget.
that's amazing.
I have a stash next time you're around. Okay, so you come see me. Okay.
All right, I know where to find you.
Okay.
By the way, you play the Ryman on the 4th, a couple of days away, and then I love this venue, Mescalero, New Mexico, on the 21st, the Inn of the Mountain God Casino.
Love.
Does that not sound
That's
like
a name. That is a name.
That sounds like there's a spa there that you need to check out.
No.
Is what that
For
sounds.
sure. Actually, I love playing casinos because they really like, I mean, it is
They're taking
great
care of you.
hospitality.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like steak dinner. I'm like, absolutely.
Sign me
I
up.
will be there.
In-
right.
Well,
in
Melanie
of-
Johnson knows all the hot venues.
Yeah, she does.
So,
Listen,
you know.
Melanie Johnson, yeah. Her rider is very long. No worries.
So if you're listening or watching in Mescalero, New Mexico, Inn of the Mountain God Casino, following up on the Ryman Auditorium on the 4th with Priscilla Block, who's going to do He's My Man. Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Priscilla Block, thank you so much for getting up early and coming in and singing live and featuring new music. And we couldn't be prouder.
Thank you so much.
You're headlining the Ryman Auditorium on the 4th.
Well, I appreciate all the love that y'all always show me. It's amazing. This is still like one of those moments that I feel very thankful.
And you're in the A-Cuff House studio for the
Yes.
first time. As a
This
matter of
place
fact.
is awesome. I'll
Yeah.
come back anytime y'all want me. I'll be good. But I will see y'all Wednesday at the Ryman. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna wear.
Oh, the outfit is going to be no, like guys. I like hate to hype me up. Melanie speaking right now. This show is one that you don't want to miss. Like we got the lights, we got the stage. The fit's gonna be fire. I'm dancing a little bit.
I
like-
love it.
Yeah, we're very excited.
I'm as excited for you for sound check because there is nothing like when the sun comes through those stained glass windows and you can kind of see a little of the dust. It's like it's magical at 3 p.m. Never mind the show. It's gonna be a great day.
You know, Emmylou Harris calls that hillbilly dust.
I am so ready. I am so ready
She
for
says-
some hillbilly dust.
And it falls on you unknowingly, and you're never quite the same, but you can't figure out why.
Zyrtec helps though.
And if you've not gone, you follow her on Instagram, there's a precious picture. You said you're probably 10, got your crop top on, standing in the family kitchen, and you got it captioned, "This is who's playing the Ryman Auditorium, BTW."
By the way, just so you know, this girl is doing it. This is doing it.
We love you.
I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thomas Rhett's family, Lauren, his wife, and you've been pregnant for 9 months, and you give birth to a full-grown man.
Well, nearly. 10 pounds. It's a big baby.
And she said she went 2 weeks early.
She went 2 weeks early, and she said, "Praise the Lord that this child came 2 weeks early." Could you imagine how much bigger he probably would have been 12.
I was going to say, was he 10 and change or right on 10, or do you know?
I think it was like 10-1. No, I'm sorry. 10 pounds. It just says 10 pounds. So we'll just leave it at that.
And Brave is the first
Brave is his name. Brave Elijah. Yeah. cute as a button. They took a picture of him and he's already snuggling up against a little Stuffy. You know what's really funny though? I remember when Reese was born, she was 8 pounds, 2 ounces. So she was a keeper, good size, you know, bigger than a 6-pounder. So they had her in the nursery next to a 5-pound baby. And there's such a huge difference between a 5-pound and an 8-pound baby. And I was like, my baby looks like she could eat the rest of these babies. Which I was very happy with. I wanted a big baby. I wanted a healthy child,
sure,
you know.
Absolutely.
So you had an extra 2 pounds on there? That's stout.
How big was Jackson, Charlie?
Jackson was 7'9", but Jackson was 23 days early.
Oh, wow.
So Jackson would have been well over 9 pounds.
Yeah.
So if you're curious, the all-time record,
It's like 20.
22 pounds,
Yeah.
measuring 28 inches, born to 7' 11" giantess Anne Haining Bates in Seville, Ohio.
Goodness gracious.
1878.
Boy or
Oh,
girl?
1878. Wow. How tall was she? 7 what?
11. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's tall.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations because TR has a house full of kids now. 10 years old all the way to newborn. You've got Willa Gray, Ada James, Lennon Love, Lily Carolina, and now Brave Elijah. So 5. Yeah, don't go anywhere near that house because it's going to be crazy chaos. But those girls are loving all over that baby boy. He is going to be spoiled rotten.
Yeah, I told you it's the Alan Jackson story.
It is.
Alan was the baby and had 4 older sisters.
And they love on him.
Yeah, which Denise would tell you, his wife, that's why we have problems sometimes.
You were the baby and you were the boy.
He's a big baby. By the way, average birth weight for a full-term baby boy is, what do you think?
6'5".
Yeah, I'm going to say right around 7.
7'6".
Oh, okay.
Okay.
7
That's
pounds,
pretty
6
good.
ounces. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're glad Jelly Roll is doing okay. Apparently, he had some scary times that he kept out of the headlines. He rolled an ATV. This happened before the Grammy Awards, so it occurred in late December of 2025. Now, I don't want to, speculate, but let me speculate for a second. He probably got it as a Christmas present and decided to go play in it, and then first time out, rolled it. Kind of like you'll shoot your eye out, but you'll roll your ATV.
Yeah.
So broke his collarbone. There's some video that he just posted of him in a neck brace. I was like, you guys really kept this on the DL. Nobody knew that this had happened. However, he said when he went to the Grammys and he was hugging everyone at the Grammys, he said it was so painful. He wanted to cry with every hug that he got. So some of the tears he got because he won Grammys and some of the tears were because people were hugging him and he had a broken collarbone. But he's doing okay now.
The equivalent of having a horrible sunburn.
Oh, just
And
that feeling.
Nobody knows it but you. And then they walk up, pat you on the shoulder or the back, and you're like, ah!
Have you ever bruised your tailbone?
Yes.
That is, Annie knows, that is like the most painful because you can't do anything. You can't sit. I was in high school and they dropped me in cheerleading. So I had to take a pillow with me and sit on it when I was in high school. Yeah, it was painful.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I was with Larry Gatlin once where he kind of greeted Scotty McCrary and smacked him on the back, and Scotty had just had horrible sunburn. I was like, oh.
I interviewed him earlier in the day that day, and that boy was cooked from the top of his head to the tip of his toes.
Really?
He was miserable.
Oh,
Absolutely
no.
miserable. By the way, average birth weight for a full-term baby girl is 7 pounds, 2 ounces.
Oh, okay.
4 ounces less than a boy.
All righty. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about songs that should not be played at a wedding. Now, some of these are country songs. Some of these are just songs, period, that should not be played at a wedding. We had Priscilla Block on. She was just touring with Cole Swindell. Break up in the end. Don't play that one. Singles You Up from Jordan Davis. If he ever singles you up, if he ever leaves you, that's a good one. To All the Girls I've Loved Before. Absolutely inappropriate.
There are so many singer-songwriters in this town. Going, oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it now.
To All the Girls I Loved Before probably should not be played. Better Man, written by Taylor Swift, performed by Little Big Town.
Yes.
Yeah. These all just send the wrong message. If you're building out the playlist right now, make sure that these don't sneak their way in somehow.
I still love Paul Simon and 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover on that list. That says Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just strip off the key, Lee, and get yourself free.
That's terrible.
Isn't that a great hook, though?
You know, one of the ones that we haven't mentioned, which is like the biggest and easiest for us to see, is Divorce. You can't play that at a wedding.
Well, we had a mayoral candidate that Charlie earlier in the show today pointed out when we asked him what song was sung at his wedding. He said,
Jolene.
Which, no. Couple others. Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I think anything off Rumors is probably not on your wedding song.
Don't play Tusk either. Break Up With Him from Old Dominion, probably really at the one of the top 10. Don't play any of these songs at your wedding. Good luck.
Single ladies, put a ring on it. Beyonce is on the list here.
Don't do that.
Hey, let's do this again tomorrow. We'll call it Tuesday, the 3rd day of March on Coffee Country and Cody. Kelly Sutton, Charlotte Matos, Jeff Robertson, Master Control, Annie Nye, our studio director.